Today, we formally celebrate the 5-year anniversary of our magnificent Camarillo Public Library, which is much, much more than just a building. It signifies and represents everything that is good about the city of Camarillo, our community, and all the great people who we call our neighbors and our friends. So thank you very much for coming. First, as the president of the Library Board of Trustees, I would like to introduce local officials who are with us here today, and my fellow council members and Library Board Trustees, Vice Mayor and President Pro Tem of the Board, Mayor and Trustee Jan McDonald. Our Vice Mayor and President Pro Tem of the Board, Charlotte Craven. City Council Member and Trustee Mike Morgan. And City Council Member and Trustee Kevin Kildee. All the people who are kind of keeping an eye on everything. Also joining us here today is State Senator Tony Strickland. Brian Miller is representing Congressman Elton Gallagher is here. And I know, is Amanda Broggie here? I didn't see Amanda, but she was to be here representing Assemblyman Jeff Gorell, but we'll see later. Our city manager, Bruce Feng, is here. Assistant city manager, Dan Paranick. Department of General Services Director, Richard Petropoulos. And Library Director, one of the most important people here in the library, Barbara Wolf. Before we proceed any further, I'd like to call upon Boy Scout Troop 257 to present the colors and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. So if everyone will stand, please.
Color guard, advance. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Color guard, prepare to post the colors. Color guard, post the colors. Color guard, salute. Color guard, retreat.
Thank you very much, Troop 257. That was fun. And it's great to see young people like this doing these kind of things. I think it's important. It brings a tear to my eye. Okay, let's talk about the facility here. As you know, the library opened 5 years ago to this very day, March 31st, 2007. This $26 million facility includes 65,000 square feet of space, including children's, young adult and adult areas, art and literary themes, reading and study centers, a community room, which you're in right now, advanced technologies, and a robust print and multimedia collection. To get this project up and running, the library was supported by a $15.6 million grant from the state of California and a $10.4 million contribution from the city. I think perhaps the most gratifying was the amount of community support that we received, including a large number of very generous donations that contributed to the collection through the new chapter library fundraising campaign, and with many benefactors. And some of those were the Esper A. Peterson Foundation, E.G. Brothers, Gloria Friedrich Reed and Jerry Reed, and the Russell Fisher Fund. The campaign raised $1.5 million, including inside the library. Please find the donor wall, and you'll also find the kiosk out there that lists the contributors, as well as which is a complete listing of our generous donors, many of whom are in this audience right here today. Additionally, we'd like to convey our sincere appreciation to the friends of the library, especially, who continually, through their contributions, time, and volunteer service, truly make this library a first-class facility. Through their efforts, the Friends have donated more than $1 million over the past 5 years. And that's a huge amount. On behalf of the City Council and the community, we'd like to thank the library and all of you for invaluable and rewarding partnership, including the latest addition from the Friends of the Library, and that's our piano, grand piano. It's going to be tuned and ready to go here pretty soon. I think Richard mentioned in April. So, well, we would definitely want to thank everyone who partnered with us, including the architects, which was the James Nardini of CWA Incorporated. The interior design of the library, Judy Van Wyck of the Design Studio. The concept development, Mike Hickman of Scenario Design. The artists, and there's a lot of art in here, from William Cervantes, Ramiro Barr, and Jolina Gassara of Scenario Design Incorporated. Our project manager, who could not be here today, but sent a nice note, was Sean Leonard of Leonard and Associates, and construction management services were provided by Steve Pellegrin and Jack Hall of Bernard's Construction. Also, I'd like to thank all of the state and county personnel, and last but not least, by any stretch of the imagination, our city staff who saw this project through to its completion. So at this time, I would like to invite Mayor McDonald to come on and to the podium for some comments.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here today. It's just hard to imagine that it was 5 years ago today that we were opening those doors for the first time. Time has flown by, but this library has certainly become the treasure for this community that we thought it would be, and we thank all of you for your support and for using what we all built together. I have a lot of statistics, so you're going to have to excuse me as I read my part of the script, but we wanted to tell you a little bit about what has happened in this library, and particularly since we took it over as a city-operated library. So first of all, did you know that in the last year, since January 2011, that 450,000 visitors have come through those front doors? We've issued 31,792 library cards. 43,171 new items have been purchased and added to the collection. Over 250,000 multimedia checkouts have taken place. Over 850,000 total checkouts have occurred, and this is just since January 2011. As many of you know, the library offers a very exceptional learning environment. It's after-school programs, we have a technology center, and our library has been voted the #1 library in Ventura County, and of course we all know that, but it's nice to hear other people agree with us. We have ongoing programs, and let me list just a few. History Month, monthly book clubs, including one for homebound patrons, summer reading clubs, teen writers clubs, and they have now published their second book, so this is really exciting to see our teens actually putting that to paper and having it published. We have film screenings, first annual Camarillo Reads, One City, One Book. We hope you were able to join us in listening to Father Boyle. The digital library allows for music and audiobook downloading. The popular media box has DVDs available for checkout. We have story time for toddlers and preschoolers, family story times, and one of my favorite, the expanded PAUSE program, which couples reluctant readers with trained therapy dogs. 3 adult book clubs and a book discussion group, adult literacy instruction, regular local author visits, technology teaching events, English as a second language instruction, teen book club, and of course much, much more. Our staff comes up with something new. It seems like every time we hear from them, they've got a new idea on how to use this great facility and involve the community. Of course, we have the cafe outside that's a great success. You'll see people out here on their own laptops and whatnot. And of course, one of the treasures of this library and a group that I don't know how we do without is the Friends of the Library bookstore. And there you can go and find those treasures that you may never have thought you would find, but there they are in the bookstore. And obviously their support is shown throughout this library. I remember in 2007, we had such a crowd we could hardly hold them back to come in and to get through those doors for the first time. And it really has become what we all envisioned, a gathering place, a community spot, a true treasure of our community. So we thank you all for your support. We thank you for taking great care of this library. It's 5 years old, and you really can hardly tell that it has been used so much and so well for that many years. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for your continued support, and we'll see you back in another 5.
Thank you, Mayor McDonald. Now at this time, I'd like to have the Board of Trustees make some comments if they wish. Keep it brief, because we do... Why am I looking at you, Mike? I don't know. because we'd like to, we do have a program going on. So let's first have Kevin Gilby. I'm going to stand here by the mic and grab it.
Thank you, Colonel Wanch. You know, most of you know I'm a business guy, and I can remember we were designing this library, and I can remember being that guy on that Caterpillar there, thinking about what are we doing here, and as we started designing it, and did the infrastructure here, and I think we had some Disney people coming in, and they were painting the books there, and I think a lot of the council were scratching their heads. My gosh, I hope we keep on budget here. But as you know, we've had issues with the state, but more than likely, I think it's important to know that this library would have been built had been to the state of the $15 million grant that we got from the state, so I had to thank the state for that too. Real proud of this. It's exceeded my expectations. I had no idea that it was going to be this nice when we were designing it. But it turned out just a beautiful facility and a gathering place, I think, for the residents of Camarillo, and that's what it's all about, the residents of Camarillo here. So all the council, I don't speak for all of them, and I'm sure that they'll also agree with this. We're just very thankful that we could be a small part of this and bring this beautiful facility to Camarillo. And we're 5 years into this, and hopefully we'll be back here in another 5 years, and we'll see if we can double the amount of people, Mayor McDonald, that have come through here. It's been amazing. It's exceeded my expectations, and we have a great staff here, and it's a city-run library, which is a really good thing. And I look forward to the future, and thank you all for being here, and let's remember, it's always a good thing to read.
All right, next I'd like to have Mike Morgan come up, if you will.
For those who speak Spanish, how many speak Spanish out here? Thank you, Mr. Payaso. For those who don't know, that means Mr. Clown. But this has been a journey. Through the years, it's been a long journey. And there's a lot of people out in this audience that were part of that journey way back when it became a city. We started out with wanting a library. We had a little dinky thing over there by where the Chamber of Commerce is. And before it was in the fire station. But as years have gone by, councils have seen this need, and we've exercised that need. We put the next library in, knowing we were going to outgrow it. And we did. So for years, before we established this library, it was a dream. Everyone wanted to have a beautiful library in Camarillo. It finally came to happen. And again, I think Tony had a little bit to do with giving us a good word of Sacramento. We needed that. And we were right on the doorstep. This council was prepared. We had our paperwork together when the door opened for the bonds. After that, and we got good word, this council, went through so many study sessions with our architects and the designers inside. I remember Cheryl saying, "I don't like that wallpaper art." Some others didn't like the way the drain spouts went down the outside. It was one of those kind of things that was kind of a work of love for the city council, because we all contributed and made an effort to make this the best library, not in the county, but in the state of California. We may miss a couple of them, but we're still one of the best libraries in California. And today, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Have fun with the library.
That was new. Next, I'd like to invite Ms. Charlotte Craven up to say a few words.
I think most of it's been said, but oh, I do see the squealer in the back as my grandson. Raise your hand, Trevor. Even people his age can enjoy story hour here. This is something for everybody in the community. I think that two people here who need to be thanked are Jerry Bankston, who was the city manager when we started this project. Well, not when we started it. We had our dreams and we had committees before Jerry, but Jerry was the one who got it going. And beside him back there is Gail Doy, who is the most detail-oriented person I have ever met in my life. She had this much of an application, all put together, all with statistics and details and when it finally got to where it suited her, it was submitted and it was ready to go. And we were the first grant that was awarded in the state, and the largest. And I think a lot of it was due to Gail's detailed application that she had prepared. So thank you. Thanks to all of our staff for not only being here and staying here and keeping this library in 5 years looking brand new, but thanks to the council members for persevering. I think this is a great day. And Barbara Wolf, our librarian, we're very happy you're now part of our library family. So thank you all.
Thank you, Charlotte. You stole my thunder with respect to Jerry and Gail. I would like to have everybody give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. And thank you for coming such a long distance, Gail, just to be here today. I really appreciate it. Okay, at this time, I would like to welcome Senator Tony Strickland, who would like to say a few words as well.
Thank you, Don. First and foremost, I was happy to support the grant from the state of California. Not a lot of good things come out of the state. This is definitely one of them. But I also want to say thanks to the Friends of the Library. You stepped up in terms of being part of this community. You understand how important it is for our kids to have these programs. They're not just kids, everybody throughout the city of Camarillo. And if I could do a special thank you to the City Council. I've always been proud to represent Camarillo ever since I first got elected to the State Assembly. And these 5 individuals, I think we do need to give them all a round of applause because they're just phenomenal council. As someone who represents and has been all over the state, I don't think there's a city that's better managed. I don't think there's a council that comes together as much as this council. And when a lot of cities have tough economic times, this city was smart in building out, and they were very smart in terms of their bond rating. And these 5 individuals have done a remarkable job. And this city is probably one of the best cities in the state of California because of the community, people like Friends of the Libraries, everybody came together, but also the leaders in this community, this council, has done a remarkable job. And it's just an honor and privilege for me to present this 5th anniversary. Notice it's small. We have budget times. But it's from the heart, from the state of California, the state Senate certificate of recognition to the Camarillo Library on this 5th anniversary. And all of you that are here today, I know all of you have a big part to play in how beautiful this facility is. And it's just an honor and pleasure to be with you.
And thank you very much, Tony. And we have received several certificates of recognition, and they are displayed outside in the foyer. So you can stop by and take a look at those as well. Thank you very much. This is an honor. All right. At this time, I think we have our own proclamation, as a matter of fact, and I'd like to have the representative of the city and the library staff join me. Richard Petropoulos, who is our Director of General Services, who keeps things running around here, and Barbara Wolf, our library director, who oversees the operation of our library and gets things going. So if you two will please come up. Okay, I'm not going to read the proclamation. It is a proclamation of the City Council because everything that's in here, all the whereases, have already been spoken of, including size and how many visitors we welcome. And actually, I think the visitors we welcome here are probably this number of 450,000 is probably a little bit small because everybody doesn't go through the front doors and gets counted. We often have activities here, and the visitors come right through the side doors into the community room, so it's even a larger number. But we'd like to present this to the library and the two people who really do a great job. They really do a great job here and have made this library what it is today, and along with your staff. And your staff as well, Barbara. So you will please accept this proclamation on behalf of the City Council, and you're honored. There's another one that can be displayed out there. The library's received all kinds of awards and things like that. You'll see as you go through here that you'll have them, you'll spot them, and it just continues. I think as we go on through the years, we'll have even more. So once again, I think we need to close out here, and I want to thank everyone who partnered with us, certainly, and our consultants, architects, designers, the project managers, and the contractors, the artisan, the state and county personnel as well, and most importantly, you, the community. Very important. We are sure that all of us will continue to enjoy and benefit from this beautiful facility in so many ways over the years to come. I'd like everyone, I invite everyone to enjoy the refreshments we have outside. Take a look at the cake. And I'm not sure if we're going to eat that thing. It's so pretty if you want to cut it. But it is there, and we'll have, for those of you who are not participating in the program, I believe, well, we still have time. 10:50, I believe, is when the program starts. And but we do welcome everybody who, if you haven't been here before, we self-guided tours. We have tours as well. People will take you on tour of the library. You can see what's going on. Pretty soon, all of the computers will be switched out. They're getting great use. And so we're getting all brand new computers in there, and I guess that's a sign of the future that we'll see, or not, I guess. But it does show also that people are using the library, which they do. And there are a lot of people right now in the library probably didn't even notice that we were having a ceremony here. They wouldn't notice we were out standing in the room. So again, thank you for coming, and please enjoy this day. This is a very special day. Thank you very much. Today,